Okay, today we're going to talk about Earth's 7 continents. Most of you guys already know all of them and what they are, but I believe a quick review is in order. The first one, let's start with, is North America, which is where we live. We are in Indiana, which is here in North America, right? North America does not just include the United States of America, but it includes places like Mexico, right? And it includes places like Canada, right? So it's not just exclusively the United States. Okay. The next one is South America, right? And this includes places like Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Venezuela, Colombia, and all of that is here in South America, right? Okay. The next one, which we're going to spend a ton of time talking about come spring, is Africa. Okay. Africa is one of the most important continents in human history. The very first humans came from Africa, so it's one that we will spend quite a bit of time talking about. It's still very important today. Next, we have Antarctica. Antarctica is at the South Pole, and pretty much the only people that live there are scientific researchers that are trying to learn more about that area, and hopefully teach us more about what's there. There's thousands and thousands of years of ice built up there. And so nobody really can live in Antarctica unless you're a scientific researcher that has a really nice snowsuit. Next we have Australia. Australia is an island, okay, but it is also a continent in its own. Again, that's something that we'll spend more time talking about in the spring. Asia is probably where we're going to spend the most of our time studying, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. And then finally there's Europe. And Europe's a little tricky because Europe and Asia actually share borders here, but they are technically two separate continents, okay? Asia is really this area here, and everything this way is going to be Asia. Okay, they're actually divided by what's called the Ural Mountains, and that's kind of what separates the two continents. So it's a little confusing, but you guys will pick it up. Europe is a place that we will talk about, but more because of their influence in the rest of the world. Europe had a tendency to kind of stick their nose in other people's business a lot throughout history, so that's why we'll talk about them. This is the area that we will be studying, okay? Since it's Eastern World Studies, we are focusing on Africa, we are focusing on the Middle East, we are focusing on South Asia, East Asia, Southeast Asia, and Australia. So anything you see in yellow here, this is where we are focusing on for this class period.